Another month, another Hewson game, and another Apex Computer Productions game in fact. One of the very earliest, I think their second one. Are you even looking where you're shooting, mate? Yes, it's all very nicely presented and everything, but it's just a sort of flick screen platform that I don't think's aged terribly well. It suffers from the old Jet Set Willy problem. If you don't know what problems await for you on the other side of the screen, you will die very quickly without much warning at all. Anyway, our objectives here are to pick up, I think, 5 droids and return them up to the shop, which is just up here. Let's beef up our weapons a bit, because we have in fact got limited ammo, and well, limited everything in fact. That noise means it can't actually be killed, so I have to either take the hit and get that money, or just avoid it. There's a droid down there. Yes, you can see one of the problems with this, well, not problems, it's kind of how they're designed, but one of the things with this kind of flick screen effort is that everything respawns as soon as you re-enter the screen. Oh great. I am very nearly dead already. I can at least show off what this skull does. Yes, it renders things completely invisible unless you're shooting. And then I fall into a death pit and die. And that's your lot. Yes, it's a great example of what it is, but I just don't like this kind of thing anymore, I'm afraid. Oh well, next. Ah, sensitive. Now this is a little gem. Oliver Kerwer here, incidentally, LP crossover superfacts here, wrote a game called Krillian, which got remade on the Wii as Borlian, which famously broke the freelance astronaut guys back in the day. Yeah, this is a pared down to the bone puzzle game. Just there's a bunch of targets you can only step on once, destroy them all, get to the exit. That's it. There's a few other blocks introduced later on that you can only go over in one direction. Blocks you can go over twice, teleporters, that kind of thing. But it's a really nice, really simple. Whoop, just crash into the background then like an idiot. Really nice, really simple little puzzle game. This was actually put on the cover tape to sort of demonstrate the burgeoning, what used to be called public domain, PD scene that was going on with the Commodore 64, what we'd call freeware nowadays. Except, the problem is, from what I've been able to make out reading up on it, it might not have actually been a PD game at all. It might have been a commercial German game that made its way into the PD libraries over here, and no one ever noticed. So, oops, well done lads. You can see it starts mixing things up a bit more now with different block types and actual choices of paths that you can take. A mate of mine back at school used to have his C64 plugged into a really crappy portable black and white TV and draw the paths on it with felt tip pen. Anyway, this is very fondly remembered. There's tons of, Flash remakes, remakes for different platforms, all sorts of stuff, and I like it enormously. Simon Wellard presents Battle Valley, and this was a pleasant surprise. Back in the day, I had absolutely no idea what I was doing with this, because the instructions in the magazine are, well, frankly, miss stuff out totally. Having got a decent set of instructions, it actually turns out to be quite a smart little shooter. For starters, I can be a chopper, or a tank, and I can go left and right around the map. Some really nice parallax in this as well. So our first port of call is to clear out the anti-aircraft defences that will otherwise wreck the helicopter something chronic. Oh, that double fire option at the start meant if you double click fire you stop and can turn around. Otherwise you have to press space. That's what I'm doing now because obviously I'm playing this on the keyboard. So pressing space rather than double tapping fire is actually much more convenient. I'm not doing terribly well here. Another thing about this game is there's no lives, there's only a time limit. If you die, 5 minutes gets knocked off. So you can just sit there, pick up some more ammo. Running over things seems to work as well, but obviously the cost of damage. Oops, there we go. Hopefully that's cleared enough of the stuff out of the way for the helicopter to have a go. Yes, the first thing that wasn't mentioned in the magazine's instructions is that the function keys actually will control the speed of the scrolling, so there isn't too much pointless toing and throwing through bits you've already cleared out. And the second thing the magazine never mentioned is that you can do this. This doesn't exactly stop on a dime, so it's a bit finicky. There we go. You can pick this up. Why would you want to pick this up? So you can fix the bridge and let the tank trundle across. So having done that, zoom all the way back to the start. Oh, remember to hoik my winch back in. There we are. Carefully now, you can crash this. And finally proceed to absolutely leg it with the tank, ramping it if that hill there. This was originally published by Racket. You will be unsurprised to know that Racket were the budget arm of, yes, Hewson again. Now careful, now we finally got back to where the enemies are. And the final thing you can do with the tank is this. Once we get over this hill, or possibly this hill, is capture the base. And then proceed to continue your attack further and further onwards onto the map. Anyway, I've managed to capture another couple of bases, but not managed to actually complete a level. This is what happens when you fail. Oh well. Indy Heat, originally Danny Sullivan's Indy Heat, an arcade game. They'd either lost the license by this point, or just didn't bother for this conversion because nobody over here knows who he is. Some IndyCar guy. 12 quid, that's a bit pricey, lads. Managram fans might want to look at Mini Spock there and work out who actually did the music. And here's our crew of reprobates we can choose from. I think I'll opt for... Ah yes, your sinister uncle there. Yes, it's just Super Sprint. I'm the blue car here. Yes, it's Super Sprint, but very quick. They seem to have toned down the speed a bit in the game proper from the quick go I had of it. Also tightened up the control scheme because as it stands it's kind of uncontrollable. Just need to pit in. I do like the little pit guys there. Fuel up and off we go again. Can I do this with only one pit stop? It looks like I can. Hey, nice. Oh, bloody hell. And that's your lot, just a quick demo of one track. Quickly followed by some adverts for games, none of which I've actually played. Whoa, that's one hell of a tagline. Anyway, Indy Heat proper actually features one of the best game completion screens I've ever seen. Which is this.